Good morning. My name is Rupert Griffith. I'm the Minister of Tourism in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you for taking some time out. We're here at the World Travel and Tourism Conference 2012. It's been quite interesting on the floor this morning. How is it? How are you finding it?
It's been very enlightening, very informative, and I think most of the topics met the expectation so far, that is, that we have traveled from Trinidad and Tobago to come to this World Travel and Tourism Council conference here in Tokyo, Japan.
Tobago and Trinidad and Tobago, more specifically, perhaps more established as a resources destination, oil and gas. But the last couple of years, you've been really refocusing to develop your tourism offering. Perhaps you could just bring some of our viewers up to speed with what's been happening on the islands.
Yeah. Well, Trinidad and Tobago has been an oil and gas producing nation for over 100 years now. And the last administration, which came into office in May last year, has decided to diversify the economy, of which tourism is an important and key function in the diversification of the economy. So therefore, Trinidad and Tobago is now becoming an emerging tourism nation.
How has the industry responded to this? We talked about airlift earlier and getting people onto the islands. How are your partners in the industry responding?
Well, I think I would say quite good at this point in time. There are some challenges like every emerging tourism destination, but those challenges including areas like the air passenger agreements from certain parts of the world. I mean, in the Caribbean, it's not a problem. North America, Scandinavia, and even in Europe, not a problem. We have been able to establish linkages. We have been able to recruit international marketing reps in those areas I mentioned, and they have hit the ground running, and we are beginning to see the results. However, areas such as this, like in Asia, we're talking about China, India, here in Japan, the air passenger arrangement is quite a challenge, and we are seeking to work out arrangements to have a smoother flow. Two such initiatives that I explored while I was here. One was visa on arrival at Trinidad and Tobago, because we do not have an embassy here as yet. We hope to someday, but as yet, they have citizens here have to apply for visa through other embassies, and therefore, if we have the visa on arrival situation, it means that when they desire to travel, can come straight to our border and they will receive that visa up to 90 days. In addition to that, the air passage linkages is another challenge from this area, and some of the discussions I have held is that we are trying to find out where in North America or even in the UK, the airlines from this country and Asian airlines, where do they go to? And we are hoping that our national airlines, which is Air Caribbean, could work out a schedule so that therefore the transfer time is minimal, and it would be an ease for people to travel from Asia to the Caribbean. And that's what we are working on now.
Okay, both very worthwhile initiatives. Just finally then, perhaps some more of the destinations in the Caribbean are more established, the Bahamas, Jamaica perhaps. What is the unique selling point of Trinidad and Tobago? What are you pushing to consumers?
Well, Trinidad and Tobago, what is unique about it, I think, is the culture. We have what we call harmony in diversity. We have every possible race you could think of on the world, and we exist in harmony. And that is one of the things we could teach the world, how people get along, how they live together. Another important niche is our cuisine. All of these races, you find that their cultural ingredients are placed into the foods. And therefore, you will taste food in Trinidad like you have seen no place else in the world, because of that mixture, that combination of all the races into the cuisine. It's something that I recommend that you come down and try sometime. In addition to that, we have two unique islands. Tobago is more leisure. You have things like dive and ecotourism and that sort of thing. And Trinidad is conventions, meetings, and that sort of thing. And therefore, what we offer visitors to Trinidad and Tobago is a package of leisure as well as business. Or you can have leisure, as in the case of Tobago, or if you come for business, you could decide. But we offer packages, and they are very flexible so that people can decide what they want, whether they want a combination of leisure and business, or whether they come just for leisure. It's that flexibility. And I think more so investments, because we are emerging tourism nation. For instance, I'll give you an example. Carnival is one of the national festivals. They call it the biggest street party in the world, and to me it's the greatest show in the world as far as culture is concerned. And every year we have thousands and thousands of people coming down. This year it's normally February, March. This year we had what we call a bumper carnival. And therefore there's a gross shortage of hotel rooms. And the government of Trinidad and Tobago is now giving, I would say, very extensive incentives to encourage investment in hotel and tourism development in Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, well, the World Travel and Tourism Conference moves to Abu Dhabi next year, so perhaps we'll catch up there and see how it's all progressing. Thank you for talking to us.
I look forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.